guys. So today we're going to focus on multiplying mixed numbers. Now last time we focused on multiplying a fraction by a mixed number. Today we're going to get even more complicated and really focus on multiplying two mixed numbers together. So here's our learning target. I can multiply mixed numbers. And here's our problem. 1 1/3 times 2 2/4. There's really two main ways to do this. We can either use the box or area model, or we can use conversion. I find it's easier to use the box or the area model. So we're going to try that one first. So for the box or the area model, what we do is we take the two mixed numbers and we break them apart into a whole number and a fraction. So 1 1/3 becomes 1 whole and 1/3, and 2 2/4 becomes 2 wholes and 2/4. Now, on the side of our box, we're going to show those numbers split up. So 1 1/3, and 2 2/4. In our box, these are the two that we're multiplying together. So we'll multiply 1 times 2. We'll multiply 1 times 2/4. We'll multiply 1/3 times 2. And we'll multiply 1/3 times 2/4. So step 1, we set up our box. Step 2, we multiply. So 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 2/4 is 2/4. 1/3 times 2 is 2/3. 1/3 times 2/4 is 2/12. So now that we've multiplied, just like in our last video, our next step is we're going to add them together. Now, this is where it gets more complicated, right? Because we have 3 different denominators that we're adding together. The good thing is these denominators go together really nicely, right? We know that thirds and fourths, when we multiply them together, will get 12ths. So we know that we can convert thirds and fourths to 12ths. So that's what we're going to do first. 2/4 equals how many 12ths, and 2/3 equals how many 12ths. So 2/4 equals 6/12, and 2/3 equals 8/12. So if I have 6/12 plus 8/12 plus 2/12, how many 12s do I have? So we're going to add those together. 6/12 plus 8/12 plus 2/12 equals 16/12. And then we also have our 2 wholes. We can't forget about our 2 wholes. So we have 2 16/12. Now, I know that 16/12 is an improper fraction because my numerator is larger than my denominator. So I need to convert 16/12 to a mixed number. So I'm going to take my 16/12. I'm going to subtract out 12/12, or 1 whole, and I have left over 4/12. When I add, so my mixed number for 16/12 is 1 4/12. So I have 2 plus 1 4/12, which equals 3 4/12. So when I multiply together, 1 1/3 times 2 2/4, My answer is 3 4/12. You can simplify 4/12 into and get 3 1/3. That's also an okay answer. I'm okay with either one of those answers. Okay, so our next way we can solve this problem is through converting. So if I have 1 1/3 times 2 2/4, I'm going to convert both of these mixed numbers to improper fractions. Ooh, sorry, getting blurry. There we go. 1 1/3 times 2 2/4. So in order to convert a mixed number to an improper fraction, we're going to take our whole number and we multiply it by our denominator. So 1 times 3 is 3. And then I add that to my numerator. So I would take 1 times 3, which equals 3. And then I'm going to add 1. So my answer is 4/3. Over here, I'm going to take 2 and multiply it by 4. 2 times 4 equals 8. And then I add 2. So over here I have 10/4. So now I multiply across. So 4/3 times 10/4 equals 40/12. Now that's a lot of 12s. A lot of 12s. So we need to convert this improper fraction to a mixed number. So in order to do that, we've got our 40, and it needs to be divided by 12. So how many times can 12 go into 40? I can do it over here. 12 times 1 equals 12. 12 times 2 equals 24. 12 times 3 equals 36. 12 times 4 equals 48. So I know 12 times 3 is going to get me the closest, and that will get 36. I subtract, and I get a denominator or a remainder of 4. 3 becomes my whole number. This becomes my whole number, and the remainder becomes my numerator of my fraction, and denominator stays the same. So 3 4/12. So again, your choice the way that you solve this, either by using the area model or the conversion method. You are doing page 5 in your notebook, or in your workbook, sorry.